Mm, mm, mm. Abena, you are welcome. Jen Machi, you are welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, it's cold, man. I've got this terrible cold, and I'm praying that the cold will. Mm. Pardon me if you hear my voice. It sounds as if I'm dragging my nose. Please pardon me. Pardon me. It's because I've got the terrible cold, cough, and all of that. My throat is even hurting. Repta, you are welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's wait 2 more minutes, then we can start. KJ Roji, thank you for joining. You are welcome. Please let's power tap and share the live stream. Kindly share the live stream, okay? Welcome to Opeolu Cole Ventures. Christiana Tom, you are welcome. You are welcome. Let's wait for 2 more minutes and then we can start. How's the day on your side? How's the day going? How are you feeling? How is your day? I hope all is well with you. Please power tap, and let's share the live stream. Kindly share. Share is caring. When you share, other people will know about it and they can join. Abraham, Abduram, Rahman, the law, Sajana, Silent Chama, Shin 71, Love Line Shine. That's a good name. Love Life Shine. Love Line Shine. Hey, people on YouTube, you are welcome. Kindly join by commenting and sharing the live stream and connect with me. Give me a support. God's grace, you are welcome. Hope to join, you are welcome. Abiola Onosanya, you are welcome. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. So let's start. Welcome to Opeolu Cole Ventures platform. Here on this platform, we share about how to start a business, how you can join a community, where people are growing and moving fast, earning money through digital business, through many other platforms as well, that you can start a business and then, make your earnings out of it, and to elevate poverty. We want to elevate poverty in our community. We want to elevate, stagnation in our community. We want to earn money while we gain freedom. You see, many people are into 9 to 5, and that 9 to 5 is a trap. It's a trap. They trap you because you are working either for the government or you are working for a company. It's a trap. 9 to 5 job is a trap. But I'm not saying that you should leave that 9 to 5. While you are in that 9 to 5, it's good to have an extra income, because we all know that these days things are really, really expensive. You know, after paying your rent, you buy, whatever and whatever you want to buy, you know how much you are left with every month or every week or weekly or fortnightly. It depends on how you earn your salary. In most cases, people earn their salary at month end, and before the next month end, they've already finished that money. They've already finished that salary. Why? Because it's not enough. And so I am just sharing with you that if only you can think out of the box, you want to help yourself and earn extra income. Extra also is very, very okay and very important. No matter where you are in the part of the world, you can do this business. Okay. So everything you want is on the other side of your struggle. Everything that you want is on the other side of that struggle. It's because you haven't found out yet. Big Jokes, you are welcome. Dake, you are welcome. Anne Cathy, you are welcome. Jubilee Wright, you are welcome. Abba Kester, you are welcome. Tanisha Steve, you are welcome. Let me move on quickly. Okay? Everything that you need is on the other side of the struggle. And I'm talking about divine peace and security. You need a financial security. You need you see that I have this English laugh. Sometimes I laugh. You need a financial security and to have peace of mind. To have peace of mind, divine peace and security. When you have a financial security, you will have peace of mind. But if you don't have enough money or enough income coming in, there will be trouble. You will not be happy. And even if you have a spouse, you will be taking it taking it out on your spouse. Why? Because you'll be nagging and quarreling. In most cases, they say, I don't know how far it's true, they say money is always the root of evil between a couple. You know, if it's only one income that is coming in and the other partner is not supporting, there will be the money will not go round. It will not be enough. And so there will be always sometimes be a problem or trouble and all of that. Okay. So please power tap and share the live stream. Let's power tap and share the live stream. Okay. So we are talking about divine peace. Peace in the sense that we want safety. Peace gives you stability. Peace gives you courage. It gives you confidence. Julius Caesar, thank you for joining. Right? Peace gives you courage, security, stability in your business, at home, and everywhere you go. And security is to be prepared. Be prepared so that you can have peace. If you are prepared, you are earning more than one income. There is nothing that is so good than having 2, 3 streams of income or 4, even 10, up to 10 incomes. The perfect something, something. I don't really get your your full name every time you come. Thank you for joining. Angie M, you are welcome. Julius Morrison, you are welcome. Ascenda, you are welcome. Ibio Victory, you are welcome. Okay? You are all welcome. Those are the names I can mention, I can see right now. Okay, so yesterday I said start your day with a positive mindset, with a beautiful mindset. Start your day each morning. Remember, the Bible tells us renew your mind every day. When you renew your mind every day, definitely things will work for you. And let me tell you, the Bible also says, as the man thinketh, so he is. Thank you, Pastor. Good afternoon. I believe, yeah. Good afternoon. How are you, sir? As the man thinketh, so he is. So whatever you focus on, mostly will happen. It will surely come to pass. Okay, so growth starts outside your comfort zone. Growth starts outside your comfort zone. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Growth starts outside your comfort zone. When you decided to start something, you will begin to see the difference. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you, Pastor. Mother's Day. Am I being? I have this cough. I have this cough since 2 days ago. That is why I want to do this thing so that in the afternoon, I will not be wheezing. I don't know why. I've taken to gargle to clean my throat, to clear it. I don't know. It's change of weather. This weather, Hey, as you see the sun coming out like this, it's so cold, it's freezing. Okay, I said start your day with a good mindset. Your mindset is everything about you. Your mindset tells who you are or talks about you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Your mindset says it all about you. And so we are talking about divine peace and security. When you have sufficient money, there will be safety. When you have security, financial security, you will have peace. You will be happy. Things will be working in your favor. But if there is none of that, if those things are not present in your life, my dear, there will be challenges. And you know yourself. When you have money, how you feel. When you don't have money, you know how you feel. So which one would you rather choose? I would rather choose money, because I know that when the money is there, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But if there is no money, how will you do all things through Christ? You will be languishing, and we don't want that to happen. So we must help ourselves to grow and develop our finances or financial portfolio. Okay, so and I'm going to talk about Africa, because many people are saying japa, 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 japa. I'm not saying you shouldn't japa, but let me tell you, Africa is the next way up. Sweet Prof Cakes, Mercy Darlington, you are all welcome. Triple B, you are welcome. Africa is the next phase of the world, global world. And don't think that nothing is working. You may be in diaspora and you say, oh, everything is working here. Not everything is working for people that are in diaspora. Let me tell you, for fact, for real, not everyone that are in diaspora, especially African diaspora, are living in a big way. No, don't get it twisted. Many people living in diaspora, they are also struggling like some of the people back home in Nigeria or in Africa. Don't get it twisted. Oh, everything is working for them because they live in diaspora. Not everything is working for most people that are living in diaspora. Some people are struggling day in, day out. Some people, if they don't have the document to live to remain in the country, my dear, there is no job anywhere. I've seen many Nigerians, they are stranded. They look like a yippie, all these travelers, there are some particular tribe in this country. They are travelers. They live from one city they move from one city to another, to another, to another. Excuse me. They move from one city to another, to another. They are called gypsy. They never have a home. They always live in what do you call it? A mobile home. A mobile home, maybe they have this truck. That is where they sleep. And when they are tired, they move again. They travel to another place where they can, find where a place to park their vehicle, relax for the night. Most times they travel the daytime or nighttime. It depends. So they call them uh, gypsy. They have them in America, they have them in UK here. I don't know about Europe, but it's very common here in this country. So, and they don't mind. They have children like 10, 20. They have children. Oh, they always have large family. You know, they are the Scottish people. They are Scottish people. And I have Scottish in my family, though. So, children taught by the Lord will experience peace, blessing, security, restoration. Anyone that allow God to direct their path, you will experience overflow. You will experience peace. security, blessing, restoration, and mercy, and all of that. If you allow yourself, you dedicate yourself every day into the hands of God. Lord, have control. Take control of my business. Take control of my life. I saw a lady. She went to China, and she said when she went to China, she did not go with any money. I mean, that is obvious lie. Anyway, I wouldn't believe that you will leave your own country and travel to another country without small money. It may not be much, but at least you will have gone with small money. So she said, "Oh, I come to this country, this China. I didn't have any money, no kobo, nothing. But look at me. I'm taking back 4 container. Praise to God. Thanks to the Almighty Father for helping her with a pre-order. She pre-ordered some items that people bought. And that is how she was able to make her own money. Even with that pre-order, the money she made, she was able to buy herself a car. She was able to buy herself a car out of the money she made. So pre-order is something that is good, but you must know how so that you don't get gbese. Hi, Junior Lundy. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Okay, so children who are taught by the Lord will experience peace, business, security, restoration, mercy will continually flow to you. Paul wants us that we should proclaim peace. The thief comments, that's what the Bible says. The thief comments to kill, to destroy, to steal your joy. The thief comments to steal, to kill, to destroy, and to steal your joy. And so you must surrender yourself to God. You must allow God to take over your life, your business, everything that concerns you. Okay? So start your day with a good mindset. Growth starts outside your comfort zone. And choosing the right path is very, very necessary. Know exactly what you, not necessary that when you see other people what they are doing, you want to do the same thing. It may not be for you. You have to understand your own path. You have to understand your own calling. You have to understand why you are here on this earth. Understand your purpose. When you are purpose driven, you'll be able to grow fast and then grow steadily and grow beyond your expectation. And I'm going to share this quote. Excuse me. There are so many opportunities that are open, but not everybody see that open opportunity. Diane, baby, you are welcome. Carlo, you are welcome. Ellen, you are welcome. Trendy, you are welcome. Miss Nell, you are welcome. There are so many opportunities open to us, but only few people can see that open opportunity that is open. Many people do not see that door because it doesn't look like a door of success to them. When you see something, oh, this thing looks ugly. Oh, it looks ugly. Hi, my darling. Thank you. You know, Junior, thank you, my love. Thank you. I appreciate that. Not everybody see, even though they have eyes, but they cannot use their inner eyes to see exactly what they are supposed to go. Whether that door is open, if that door is open to go through it or not to go through it. Some doors of success doesn't look like it's a success door. It will not look like it at all until when you start walking through it. And when you walk in and then you start building it, you will realize, oh, I will have made mistake if I didn't take the leap of faith to walk through the door and see how far I can go. Okay? So a quote by Femi Otedola. Whoever know Femi Otedola? Femi Otedola is a businessman in Nigeria, a billionaire. He had failed and failed and failed, but he never gave up. And he said this: your mind is your ultimate business capital. Let me repeat that again. Your mind is your ultimate wealth capital. If you want to make it in life, it starts with your mind. It starts with whatever your mindset is telling you. It starts with how you act, what you want to do with it. It starts with you, right? Your mind is your ultimate business capital. What you consistently believe and act upon becomes your reality. Let me take that again. I want you to take note of this word. What you consistently believe, I want you to underline that. Believe, underline it. Act, underline. Upon becomes your reality. What you consistently believe and act upon. It did not say just, believe and then you keep quiet and you do nothing. Act, take action. When you believe that this thing can work for you and you take action, even if it did not work out, at least you have tried. Then you will know the reason why it did not work out. And then you can repeat it again. You can try again. You can try again and again until it works. I often use this man's as a analogy for anyone that is ready to listen. That is Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was a man that did not give up when he was trying to create bulb. He tried 99 times. He did not give up. Every time he tried, my dear, he failed. He didn't get it right. But he never gave up. Why? Because he believed in himself. He was consistent in that practice. He was practicing the same thing. He did not say, oh, this one did not work. Let me go to another thing. No, he focused on one object, one item, and he tried 99 times. He did not say, oh, because I'm selling granuts. Oh, granuts is not selling. Let me go and start selling gari. Oh, gari is not selling. Let me go and start selling akamu. He focused on one thing. That one thing made him, you know, a billionaire or trillionaire. Why? Because the whole world, almost the whole world, is using, is using, excuse me, is using bulb. Excuse me. Mm, I don't know this code. Almost the whole world is using code. It's using code. I said it's using code. It's using bulb. Almost the whole world is using bulb now. When there is light, you will see that the bulb will come on, right? So it means that you have to be consistent in whatever you are doing. Consistency will give you results, okay? And it says, cultivate the mindset of a winner and act like one. Come on now. Come on now. Cultivate the mindset of a winner and act like a winner. I'm going to read that quote again from the beginning so that you can get it in your fixed score and then reiterate it and then let it be a personal thing for you. My own slogan, right? My own phrase that I always say, or slogan, I say, act like a millionaire, dress like a billionaire. I often repeat this to myself. Act like a millionaire, dress like a billionaire, because you will be addressed how you dress. Excuse me. You will be addressed how you dress. And it's all begins with your mindset. This mindset is so powerful. It's so powerful. Your mind is so powerful because before anything starts, it starts with your mind. Before success starts, it starts with your mind. If failure is going to happen, it starts with your mind because you are doubting. You are saying, "Oh, you don't have an idea." You don't, excuse me, you don't have an idea. In other words, it may not work. You have already failed because you've said it, you mentioned it to yourself that, oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. But hey, why not be positive for once and say, oh, I'm going to try and I will succeed in this. Why? Because you have that spirit of success in you. You have that spirit of achieving the goal that you set ahead of you. And definitely you will succeed. And let me repeat the quotes again by Femi Otedola. It says, your mind is your ultimate business capital. Your mindset, as a man thinketh, so he is. Excuse me. That is why I want to do this thing quickly and get out of online. Your mindset is your ultimate business capital. To make it in life, it starts with your mind. So the second part of it is what you consistently believe and act upon becomes your reality. Whatever you believe, if you believe this thing is not going to happen, it's not going to work, it will not work. If you believe that, oh, at the end of the day, this thing is going to work out for me, it will definitely work out. And you are consistent doing the thing, doing the thing, doing the thing. Thomas Edison didn't give up. He failed severally when he was trying to create bulb. Now, almost the whole world is using the bulb. The whole world, almost, because there are some parts maybe in the world, they don't have lights. Yes. If he had given up on himself, he will not be able to create that bulb, which by the power of God and by the power of not giving up, the spirit of not giving up, I believe is a spirit. Money pipeline, you are welcome. Excuse me. It's a spirit. There are some spirits that work with us. Oh, the spirit of timidness, laziness, doubt, not willing to do anything. But when you encourage yourself and say, no, I am not going to give up. Excuse me, I have this cold, I'm sorry. And you say to yourself, I am not giving up because I can do all things through the strength of God. If you don't have anything at hand to do, God cannot strengthen you, even in your weakness. You see, I've been having this cold for the past 3 days, but I refuse to give up. I refuse to give up. Excuse me. I refuse to give up because I have made up my mind that this year is me and success. This year, even though I've been succeeding, I've been excelling to the glory of God, but I said this year I must do double the time I've been doing. And that is a promise to myself. And I have to fulfill it. Either I like it and I like it, I must show up. Because the more I show up, the more people get to know and understand exactly what my mission is on this platform. Okay? So the second part of Femi Otedola's quote, it says, what you consistently believe and act upon becomes your reality. And the final part says, cultivate the mindset of a winner and also act on it. You see, it boils down on doing, acting. When you decide that you want to do something, if you don't get up and do it, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. But if you want to do something or you want to achieve something, if you don't get up and act upon it, it will not happen. It will not happen. Apart from saying it verbally, write it down, make it plain. That is what the Bible says in Habakkuk. Excuse me. Habakkuk 3:3 says, write it down, make it plain. Write it in a simple term that you can understand. That, this thing, I am able to achieve it. I will be able to achieve it. I am a winner. I am a champion. I will not give up on myself. Even when the going is not good, get up and do it. Encourage yourself. No one will come and encourage you. Nobody. If you don't do it, in my language, they always say, if you want to carry a load, right? And the load is heavy, you need help and a helping hand to help you. You yourself that wants to carry that load, if you don't bend down to carry the load, the person that is going to help you may not help you. Why? Because you yourself, you have not shown interest of helping yourself. And so they always say, heaven help those who help themselves. If you have not tried, how will God bless you? How will God bless the work of your hand if you have not tried? God cannot bless an idle hand, and the idle mind is a devil's workshop. When you don't give up on yourself easily, in that business, in that career, in that marriage, in that relationship, in that whatever you may be doing, don't give up until when you achieve, especially when your mind is telling you this thing is what I want you to do. And you yourself, the fleshy part of you, is telling you, no, I don't need that. Oh, I don't need this. No. Follow that spirit that is talking to you. That is your God talking to you right there. Don't fall into the trap of the enemy and say, oh, that is it. This is not God. This is not what I want. But that is the will of God for you. Excuse me. That is the will of God for you. And so, and I've said my own slogan: walk like a millionaire, talk like a billionaire. That is the own way, the way I tell myself every time. Walk like a millionaire, talk and dress like a billionaire, and repeat it. Repeat whatever. Thank you, Pastor is saying sorry. Excuse me. That is me for you today. This cough, 3 days now, and I've been taking some med and all of that. Not this orthodox medication. I'm using natural herbs and all of that. And yeah, especially palm oil with palm oil with salt. Palm oil with salt. It's a good remedy for cough. If you don't know that, if you have cough, especially the cough that is affecting your throat, as I'm talking, all my glands here is hurting me. The glands is hurting me. My throat here, my lungs is hurting me. So that is why I don't want to stay too long on this, because the more I talk, the more, I want to wheeze and cough. And so, yeah, let me end the live stream, close the live stream by saying, start your day with a positive mindset. And growth starts out of your comfort zone. Discomfort yourself now. Make yourself uncomfortable now so that tomorrow you can be comfortable. In other words, do whatever it takes you to achieve that goal, to even start. When you start that business, because business takes time to build. Anything you want to do takes time to build. And I am a fan of education. I'm not saying you should go to technical school or go to back to school, but you must educate yourself, invest in yourself. When you invest in yourself in that business that you want to start, or you are starting, or you are doing already, my dear, you will go far. Many people start a business and they believe, oh, the business will grow, it will grow. No, the business doesn't grow if you don't have knowledge. And you have to add knowledge to the growth, to the business. Because if something is not working, you will have to find out why is it not working. And if you don't have knowledge of the reason why it's not working to apply to that business growth, the business will not grow. The business will not grow. So I'm going to stop the live stream here because it's over 30 minutes that I've started, and I've promised myself 30 minutes is enough because I don't want to be wheezing and coughing while online. Okay. So so wish me luck and wish me a speed delivery, speed recovery. It's not that I'm I'm sleeping or not able to do things, but I just have to protect my voice and my lungs so that I don't lose it. Because if you overdo it, 2 days, 3 days, you may find that your throat or your lungs can crack. And once they crack, you will lose your voice. So you have to be mindful whenever you have cold like that. Passive income, you are welcome, my dear. How are you? So you have to be mindful of what you do. Abimbola Fisher, you shared the live stream. Thank you so much. I hope you follow me. Give me a follow and I will follow you back. Let's follow, let's connect. Let's connect, let's connect. Let's come together as one and build ourselves up and our nation. Let's not forget that home is home. Me, I'm always a fan of looking back from where I come from and building that nation. I don't care. I've been in this country for decades. Decades. If I tell you how many years I've been in this country, you'll be thinking, oh, wow. But the thing is that the Bible says, where your heart is, that is where your treasure is. My heart is in Africa. I love Africa. I carry Africa on my head. Why? Because that is my motherland. That is my mother tongue. That is what gave me birth. That's where I was birthed. That is what gave me life. And I cannot forget. Even though I've lived in this country, I've traveled far and wide over the globes, but I have never seen a place like Nigeria, my home country. I'm telling you, even some part of Africa that I've been, I have never seen a home like Nigeria. And let me tell you, in all, Africa is the next world war. Write it down and mark it down. Africa is going places. So if we can build Africa today, we are building it for our future, our generations, our children, our generation yet to come. We are building it for them. Don't forget, our great grandparents, they did the same thing for us, and we find ourselves where we are. Why? Because they refuse. I wrote something down about Africa that is poorly. Where did I write it? Africa is not poor. Africa is poorly optimized. There, there are still full opportunities in Africa. There are opportunities everywhere. When I was in Nigeria last year, not that I don't stay long whenever I go to Nigeria, I always stay like 3 months, 4 months, and I come back. But last year I decided to I decided to spend 8 months. In fact, I was going to spend a year, but because something happened that I had to come early. So I left and came early. But in that 8 months, I have learned a lot. When you live in diaspora, you forget about what is happening back home. But if you are someone that is living in diaspora, always find a way to visit back home, visit your family, even if you don't have any family there. At least that is where you came from. Don't turn your back. They always say, Odò tó bá gbàgbé orísun ẹ̀, ó máa parun ni. In other words, if you forget where you're coming from, you will perish. I can bet you that some of you, when you go back to Nigeria, you will miss your way because you haven't been maybe in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. You will miss your way unless somebody come and pick you at the airport. You will miss your way. Opportunities are everywhere in Africa, not just Nigeria. In Africa, there are so many things that we are open to. As I've mentioned earlier, many doors are open. Doors of opportunities are open to some of you, but you cannot see. You are thinking, oh, nothing is working because that is your mindset. Oh, nothing is working. Nothing is working. No light. No this. This morning, our tenant, he sent me a message that the light bulbs are blown. I said on the 28th of April. It's not even 1 month yet. We replaced the bulb, 2 or 3. Now, about 4 or 5 bulbs are they blown again. What is the matter? So should I now complain and say, oh, because the NEPA always take light? That is their system. So that is what the Nigerian need to fix, the system. I saw the other time, Mrs. Deborah, you are welcome. I saw the other time, MK Shorty, you are welcome. Pajanasa, you are welcome. Okay? Akwasi, you are welcome. I saw on the Moriah show where they brought a NEPA man, a NEPA staff to come and explain about meter and all of that, how the meter works, and solar and whatever, right? The man was explaining that the meter were meant, you know, initially the meter were free when they started. After that, they start selling them. But for the fact that people's mindset, they had, oh, free meter, we are giving free meter. It's in their mind that the government will give them free meter. Let me tell you, nothing free in any part of the world. Even here in this country, up to water bill, we have to pay. We have to pay for water bill. We have to pay for TV license. In Nigeria, you don't pay for TV license. You don't pay for TV license. You don't pay. When you have water in your house, you don't pay water bill. All you need is to make sure you have water, and then you have the engine that pump. No, you have light, and you have the engine that pump water from the well. From the well, right? So that is the only thing. When you feed the meter, when you put money and slot the meter in, whatever money that you paid, you'll be able to pump water when there is light. And the argument was that even though as a pay as you go, right? Why should NEPA take light? And the man was saying, if we don't generate light for you, the meter will not generate light for you on its own ordinarily. So your meter is still consumed from the NEPA source, from the meter source, from the transformer source. So your pay as you go cannot run by itself, even though it's pay as you go. The only thing is that you don't pay, what do you call it? You don't pay NEPA any bill. You put in the money, whatever you charge, that is what you will use. When there is no light, they will not charge you, right? Because there is no light. But if you are on the NEPA meter, whatever, they will take money from you. Either the light is on or the light is not on. So you choose which one you feel is good for you. You have to decide. You have to decide, even though we use meter in our home, and despite the fact that we are not there, I still send in money to top up the light. Why? Because our light is 24/7 on. We don't turn our light off. Because there was a time that nobody was there. So we didn't want the neighbor in the neighborhood to know whether we are home or not. So our light day, night, evening, morning, sunrise, whatever. the light is on 24/7. And that is how we even when we are in Nigeria, we don't put the lights off in the compound, outside, in the garden, backyard, everywhere. The light is constantly on. Even though some people know that we don't really live in Nigeria, they know, some that are close to us, they know that we don't really live in Nigeria, except when we go on holiday, and that's it. But even when the security man you know, messed up himself, misbehaved, we send him packing. And to God be the glory. All is being well. God is still with us. Okay, so my lovely people, make sure that you help yourself in shaping your mindset to be able to achieve your goal. And may the Lord continue to bless you. Until I come your way, I still remain Opeolu Cole. And then, yeah, I'm still the only host on this platform. And until then, when I get someone to start, hosting on my behalf, I'm not dying. I'm not going to give my job to somebody else. I'm only saying, because sometimes it's good to interact with people, with other people, and network. So for now, my business is to make sure that you have a good life, a good health, and have a better well-being. So everything starts from the heart, and then from there you will be good. Don't forget, health is wealth. And again, if you don't have extra income, you are shooting yourself on the leg, and you are only working with one leg. And it's not good to work with one leg. You want the two legs on the ground, and you'll be able to stand. And then, regardless the challenge or the challenges you may go through, I know that definitely if you don't give up on yourself, you will surely get there. Until then, take care, and God bless you. Have a lovely day.